guys, welcome back to the channel. The 27th of December, we're going to take a look at Aerodrome Finance. We're going to start this video off here looking at the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. We are currently sitting at a 54. So we had extreme greed last month, or a month ago, at 85, and we are still down. So this little sell-off here has really just about reset our fear and greed index here, which is very nice. So we'll see if these markets can rally from here or not. Let's head over to the charts, guys. Again, 85 to 54. That's a huge move. Just a little sell-off really reset that. Take a look here at Aerodrome Finance, AERO USD. This is the US dollar pair, and Coinbase is where the data is from here. Well, we're going to walk through a couple scenarios here. We're going to talk about some new price targets. Let's get into this here. So far, we still have a major higher low. So we had the original sell-off here, big reversal, quite bullish reversal on the 20th of December, all the way down to a low of 129 and a close at 164. Very nice day there. Started off very rough, but the close was quite promising. Pullback for the 2 days, 3 days to follow, closed higher on the 23rd. So far, I have it circled here. The 23rd of December is still a market higher low. So when we're looking for a change in trend back to the upside, so we had the change in trend lower here with the lower high and the lower low. And what we're potentially seeing here is quite the opposite of that. So we have a lower high and a higher low. So what we want to see is a higher high. So that'll give us a change in trend back to the upside. It was broken to the downside here, and we want to see it, recover and go higher. So we still have that higher low. It's circled. We have, a lower high here on the 24th. We have another higher low on the 26th. So we'll see. We're either going to take out the lows from the 23rd, or this thing's going to reverse and make a higher high, taking out the highs here from the 24th of December. So we're kind of in a little bit of a neutral area here. We're kind of right in the middle here. What's going to play out is the question, and that's what we'll be watching here in the days ahead. Is it going to break out to a higher high? Is it going to break down into a lower low? And that should give us an indication of which way the trend should be heading, at least for the days that follow either one of those moves, whether it's higher or lower. So that's what we're keeping an eye on, guys. We're basically right in the center. So ideally, if you're bullish, you don't want to see a low taken out of the 23rd. That's a 143. If you are bearish, you don't want to see the highs taken out over here, basically on the 24th of December. And that is a price level of 167. So we're right in the center here. Are we going higher? Are we going lower? If we break lower and we take out the lows from the 23rd, you want to keep an eye on the lows from the 20th of December. Those are a 129. You want to keep an eye on the highs at 167. If we do start to move lower, we could, and again, we do have two new price targets below the market that could pull the market lower. And you could look for support at 149.73. That's a new level as of yesterday's video, 149.73, as well as 130.47. That's a new level as of yesterday's video, 130.47. How do you use these? How do I use these? Basically, if the market starts to approach one of these levels and it's below the current price, and you break below it and close above it, that's bullish. You want to see support show up at, let's call it 149.73 for a period of time. That period of time could be just a couple hours. It can mark a major bottom. So we just don't know that period of time. So you want to keep a close eye on it. And if we get the close, let's say we trade below it, close above it, that's bullish. The market rallies for a bit, and then it breaks back below and closes below, maybe a couple days later, the 149.73. Then we can start to look for the price to get pulled back down to 130.47 and so on. To the upside, we have, it's the same scenario. So as the market was approaching 234 here and got pushed back down, that's how these levels work. Although we didn't trade above these, we got close and got pushed back away, so basically the target was hit here. So that's that, guys. We're in a neutral zone here. We don't know what's going to happen here. We're either going to print a new high or this thing's going to fade and print a new lower low. We are just right here waiting. We have some decent support at 151.8, 1518. That's this white line on the chart right here. So it'd be nice if that held today, and markets start to rally a bit. We are at the higher end of the range today. We're trading at 155.9. We're below a 156, we're below a 158. That's the white and orange lines as overhead market resistance. So very quiet day so far. And that's that for Aerodrome Finance. Really not too much to cover. Of course, we do have much higher price targets. We do have, I think we cleaned up our charts here to the downside. The lowest we have at the moment looks like 130.47. And I would suspect if these do break and make lower lows, I think we'll be finding ourselves down there at the 130.47. If we make a higher high, we should be taking out 171, and then we'll be up there to 181, and that's where some overhead supply could come in. But again, we're just right here in the center, in the middle here. Are we going higher? Are we going lower? We should know soon enough. All right, Bitcoin, it's up $1,000 here. Bitcoin, again, playing the 96,626 level yesterday. We closed below it. We made a higher high and a lower low. That yesterday was a bearish engulfing candle. Basically what that means is we made a new high from the previous day. We made a new low from the previous day, and we closed lower in price. So it's a down day, and since it took out the highs and the lows from the previous day, and it's bearish, it is a bearish engulfing. It engulfs the day previous, the previous trading day. So that's quite a bearish day, and today, and we closed below a potential support at 96,626.83. Today is quiet. We are also just, we're just above 96,626. We'll see how that works. If it turns it into resistance again, or if it closes above and turns it into support, then we could be on our way back up to 106.49. We'll see. Again, I mentioned, let's watch these lows here around 91, 92. If they break, this market's going to move very quickly down to 88,453, or at least very close to that. So we'll see what happens here. Also mentioned a potential, not so perfect large head and shoulders forming here. And we'll see if we form this right shoulder or not. That's that, guys. Of course, we have higher targets for Bitcoin, but this thing has to prove itself. And right now we have what looks to be a lower high forming right in near the past couple days. 116,834 is an upper target. Of course, we still have 130 up there. If these markets, take out the highs at 108,000, we should be well on our way up to 116. Again, we're in the middle. We don't know if it's going to continue its trend higher or if it's going to have a longer, more aggressive sell-off. All links down below, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Of course, not financial advice. If you are not yet a subscriber, join us here on the channel, and we'll catch you guys down in the comments. Have a great Friday.